Hello, space explorers and curious minds. Welcome to a journey that will take you beyond the known universe. In this episode, we follow a team of brave astronauts as they embark on a mission to explore Mars. But what they discover is far beyond their wildest imaginations. From the moment they land, they face an unexpected threat, alien beings unlike anything humanity has ever encountered. The crew must fight for survival, battling creatures that challenge their very understanding of the cosmos. But in the end, they uncover a terrifying secret that will forever change how we see Mars and our place in the universe. Stay tuned for an adventure that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Don't forget to subscribe for more thrilling stories from the stars, and let us know in the comments. What do you think these aliens were hiding? In the year 2045, humanity stands at the threshold of a new era. The Mars exploration program, a culmination of decades of research and development, finally launches its most daring mission yet. The crew of the spacecraft Odyssey consists of 6 astronauts: Captain Elena Voss, a seasoned commander with years of experience; Dr. Liam Carter, an astrobiologist whose expertise lies in the search for extraterrestrial life; engineer Sarah Chun, responsible for maintaining the ship's complex systems; pilot Mark Thompson, an expert in deep space navigation; medical officer Dr. Rachel Kim, tasked with ensuring the health and safety of the crew; and communications specialist Alexei Petrov, who keeps the Earth looped in every step of the journey. Odyssey departs from Earth with high hopes and expectations. The crew has trained rigorously for years, preparing for every possible scenario. They are equipped with cutting-edge technology, including advanced life support systems, state-of-the-art scientific instruments, and powerful defense mechanisms. As they hurtle through the void, the crew shares a mix of excitement and trepidation. This mission could be one of the most significant achievements in human history, or it could be their last. The voyage to Mars takes months, during which the crew conducts various experiments and maintains the ship. They communicate regularly with mission control on Earth, sharing updates and findings. However, as they approach the red planet, an eerie silence descends upon the crew. Mars, once a distant dream, now looms large in their view, its rust-colored surface casting an ominous shadow. As the Odyssey enters Martian orbit, the crew prepares for landing. Their hearts race with anticipation, knowing that they are about to make history. Little do they know, the true adventure is only just beginning. The moment of truth arrives as the Odyssey begins its descent towards the Martian surface. The tension in the air is palpable, and each member of the crew focuses intently on their respective tasks. Sarah Chin monitors the ship's systems, ensuring everything functions smoothly. Mark Thompson pilots the craft with precision, guiding it down towards the designated landing site. Dr. Carter and Captain Voss review the final checklist, double-checking all protocols. Finally, after what feels like an eternity, the Odyssey touches down on the Martian soil. The crew erupts in cheers and applause, marking the successful completion of the first phase of their mission. They step out of the spacecraft, their boots sinking slightly into the fine red dust. The landscape around them is both breathtaking and desolate, with towering cliffs and vast plains stretching endlessly in every direction. The initial hours are spent setting up camp, deploying rovers, and conducting preliminary surveys. The atmosphere is thin, but breathable with the aid of oxygen generators. The crew sets up communication arrays, solar panels, and other essential equipment. They also deploy drones to scout the surrounding area, collecting data and samples for analysis. Despite the initial excitement, there is an undercurrent of unease. The silence of Mars is unnerving, and the crew can't shake the feeling that they are being watched. Nevertheless, they press on, driven by their sense of duty and curiosity. Days pass, and the crew settles into a routine of exploration and research. They conduct geological surveys, collect soil and rock samples, and analyze atmospheric conditions. Each day brings new discoveries, but there is an unsettling pattern emerging. The drones begin to malfunction, their signals cutting out intermittently. The crew attributes these issues to interference from the Martian environment, but the frequency of the malfunctions grows, raising suspicions. One evening, while on a routine patrol, the crew spots something unusual. In the distance, they see a series of faint, glowing lights moving across the horizon. At first, they assume it's a reflection of the planet's atmosphere, but as the lights draw closer, they realize they are not alone. The creatures are unlike anything they have ever seen: tall, slender figures with shimmering, iridescent skin and eyes that glow with an eerie blue light. They move with a grace that seems almost supernatural, and their presence fills the crew with a mixture of awe and fear. Captain Voss orders the team to retreat to the base camp, but as they turn to leave, the creatures suddenly vanish without a trace. The crew is left with more questions than answers. What are these beings? Are they friendly or a threat? The next morning, they find strange markings etched into the Martian rocks near their campsite. The symbols are intricate and unfamiliar, hinting at a civilization far older than humanity. The crew decides to investigate the markings further, hoping to gain some insight into the nature of the creatures they encountered. Dr. Carter leads the expedition, using advanced imaging equipment to capture detailed scans of the symbols. As they study the images, they notice that the patterns seem to form a map of some kind, a map leading deeper into the Martian landscape. Excited by the possibility of uncovering ancient knowledge, the crew follows the map, venturing into uncharted territory. They travel for days, navigating treacherous terrain and facing numerous challenges. Along the way, they encounter more of the glowing creatures, but each time, the beings seem to avoid direct confrontation, retreating into the shadows whenever the crew approaches. Finally, they arrive at the destination marked by the map, a vast, underground cavern filled with strange structures and artifacts. The crew is awestruck by the sight before them. The cavern is illuminated by a soft, ethereal light, and the walls are adorned with intricate carvings depicting scenes of advanced technology and celestial bodies. It becomes clear that this place was once home to a highly advanced civilization. Dr. Carter deduces that the beings they encountered are descendants of this ancient society. However, their initial excitement is short-lived when they realize that the cavern is heavily guarded. Mechanized traps and security systems are activated as soon as the crew enters, forcing them to engage in a tense battle for survival. The creatures, though seemingly peaceful, are fiercely protective of their heritage. The crew finds themselves in a desperate struggle against the alien guardians of the cavern. The creatures, though not overtly hostile, are relentless in their defense of the ancient site. The battle is fierce, with the crew relying on their training and advanced weaponry to fend off the attackers. Sarah Chin works tirelessly to disable the security systems, while Mark Thompson provides cover fire with the ship's defense drones. Dr. Carter and Dr. Kim focus on neutralizing the traps, while Alexei Petrov coordinates their efforts via secure communications. Despite their best efforts, the situation quickly spirals out of control. The creatures adapt to the crew's tactics, revealing an intelligence far beyond what the astronauts had anticipated. Captain Voss realizes that they must find a way to communicate with their adversaries if they are to survive. She initiates a series of gestures and signals, hoping to establish a line of communication. To their surprise, the creatures respond, slowly lowering their defenses. It becomes apparent that the beings are not inherently aggressive but are merely protecting what they consider sacred. They have mistaken the crew for invaders, driven by centuries of isolation and mistrust. With the help of Dr. Carter, the crew manages to establish a tentative truce, promising to respect the sanctity of the ancient site. With the immediate threat neutralized, the crew is finally able to explore the cavern in peace. The artifacts and structures they discover are unlike anything they have ever seen. Advanced technology, long thought to be the stuff of science fiction, is revealed to be a reality. Devices capable of manipulating gravity, energy sources that defy conventional physics, and communication systems that span galaxies are just a few of the marvels they uncover. Dr. Carter dedicates herself to decoding the inscriptions and symbols found throughout the cavern. She discovers that the ancient civilization was far more advanced than even the most optimistic theories had suggested. They possessed knowledge of the universe that transcended human comprehension, including the ability to manipulate space-time itself. As the crew delves deeper into the cavern, they come across a central chamber containing a massive, crystalline structure. The crystal glows with a soft, pulsating light, and its surface is covered in intricate patterns. Dr. Carter hypothesizes that this could be the heart of the ancient civilization's technology, perhaps a key to unlocking their secrets. However, as they approach the crystal, the crew is confronted by a terrifying realization. The crystal begins to emit a high-pitched hum, and the air around them grows thick with an oppressive energy. The crew members feel a strange pull, as if the crystal is attempting to draw them in. They realize that the crystal is not just a technological marvel but a living entity, one that has been waiting for millennia to reveal its true purpose. The crew is paralyzed by the power of the living crystal. Its pulsating light grows brighter, and the hum becomes louder, resonating deep within their bones. Captain Voss steps forward, determined to understand the crystal's message. She reaches out, her hand trembling as she touches the surface. Instantly, she is flooded with visions, images of the ancient civilization, their rise and fall, and the cosmic events that shaped their fate. The crystal reveals that the ancient civilization was not native to Mars but came from another part of the galaxy. They sought refuge on Mars after their home planet was destroyed by a cataclysmic event. The crystal served as a repository of their knowledge, a beacon for future generations, and a means of preserving their legacy. As Captain Voss withdraws her hand, the visions subside, leaving her shaken but enlightened. The crew gathers around her, eager to hear what she has learned. She explains that the crystal contains not only the history of the ancient civilization but also a dire warning. The cataclysm that destroyed their home planet was not an isolated incident, but part of a larger cosmic phenomenon, a cycle of destruction that threatens the entire galaxy. The crew is faced with a choice. They can either return to Earth and share their findings, potentially saving countless lives, or they can remain on Mars, continuing their exploration and learning more about the crystal's secrets. The decision weighs heavily on their minds, knowing that their actions could have far-reaching consequences. The crew debates the implications of their discovery. Returning to Earth would mean sharing the information with the global community, potentially triggering a wave of panic and confusion. On the other hand, staying on Mars offers the opportunity to delve deeper into the crystal's secrets, possibly uncovering ways to prevent the impending cosmic disaster. After much deliberation, Captain Voss makes the difficult decision to return to Earth. She believes that the information they have gathered is too important to keep hidden. The crew prepares for departure, packing the most critical artifacts and data for transport back to Earth. As they load the materials onto the Odyssey, they feel a sense of responsibility and hope. Before they leave, the crew pays their respects to the ancient civilization, leaving offerings and messages of gratitude. They vow to honor the legacy of those who came before them and use the knowledge they have gained to protect the future. As the Odyssey lifts off from the Martian surface, the crew reflects on the journey they have undertaken. They have faced challenges and made sacrifices, but their determination and resilience have led them to this moment. The mission may have ended, but the impact of their discovery will echo through time, shaping the course of human history. The journey back to Earth is filled with anticipation and reflection. The crew shares their experiences and discoveries, discussing the implications of their findings. They debate the potential consequences of revealing the crystal's warnings and the ethical considerations involved. The mission has changed them, deepening their understanding of the universe and their place within it. Upon reaching Earth, the crew is greeted with a hero's welcome. Their findings are met with both excitement and skepticism. The global community is eager to learn more, and the crew is invited to brief the United Nations and leading scientists. They present their evidence, detailing the existence of the ancient civilization and the crystal's warnings about the cosmic phenomenon. The revelation sends shockwaves through the scientific community. Governments and organizations worldwide begin to reevaluate their priorities, investing in research and development aimed at preventing the predicted disaster. The crew becomes celebrated figures, their names etched into the annals of history. However, the journey is not over for the crew of Odyssey. They continue to work together, sharing their insights and collaborating on projects aimed at advancing human knowledge. Their bond, forged in the crucible of Mars, remains unbreakable. Years after their return, the crew of Odyssey reflects on the profound impact of their mission. They have not only expanded human knowledge but also fostered a sense of unity and cooperation among nations. The discovery of the ancient civilization and the crystal's warnings have inspired a new era of exploration and collaboration. The crew continues to contribute to the advancement of space exploration, working on groundbreaking projects and initiatives. They remain dedicated to uncovering the mysteries of the universe and ensuring the survival of humanity. Their legacy serves as a testament to the power of curiosity, courage, and determination. As the years pass, the crew of Odyssey remains active in the scientific community, sharing their experiences and insights. Their discovery of the ancient Martian civilization and the crystal's warnings have sparked a renewed interest in space exploration and the search for extraterrestrial life. Governments and private organizations alike pour resources into developing technologies that could help prevent the predicted cosmic disaster. One day, while reviewing old data from the mission, Dr. Carter notices a peculiar anomaly in the crystal's readings. It appears that the crystal emitted a signal shortly before the crew left Mars, but it went unnoticed at the time. Intrigued, she revisits the data, cross-referencing it with the crystal's inscriptions. To her astonishment, she discovers that the signal was a transmission, a message directed at a specific location in the galaxy. The crew decides to investigate further, analyzing the coordinates and the content of the message. They find that the signal points to a distant star system, where a planet similar to Mars once existed. The message suggests that this planet was part of the same ancient civilization that built the crystal on Mars. The crew realizes that there might be more clues to uncover, and they propose a new mission to explore this distant world. The idea of a new mission excites and challenges the crew. They must convince the international community of the importance of this expedition, arguing that it could provide crucial insights into the cosmic phenomenon and the fate of the ancient civilization. After months of presentations and negotiations, they secure funding and support for their proposal. The mission is named Odyssey 2, and preparations begin in earnest. Each member of the crew plays a vital role in planning the mission. Captain Voss oversees the strategic aspects, ensuring that the mission objectives align with the goals of the international community. Dr. Carter focuses on refining the scientific instruments and protocols needed to analyze any potential artifacts. Sarah Chin works on upgrading the spacecraft's systems to ensure reliability and efficiency. Mark Thompson designs the trajectory and navigational plans for the journey. Dr. Kim develops medical protocols to safeguard the crew's health during the extended mission. Alexei Petrov coordinates communications and ensures that the mission remains transparent and accessible to the public. The crew also undergoes rigorous training, simulating various scenarios they might encounter during the mission. They prepare for the physical and psychological demands of deep space travel, knowing that the stakes are higher than ever before. The launch of Odyssey 2 is a momentous occasion, drawing global attention. Millions of people watch as the spacecraft lifts off from Earth, carrying the hopes and dreams of humanity. The crew, now veterans of space exploration, embarks on a journey that promises to be even more challenging than their first mission. They are determined to uncover the truth behind the ancient civilization and the cosmic phenomenon that threatens the galaxy. As they travel through the vastness of space, the crew reflects on their previous experiences and the lessons they have learned. They are reminded of the delicate balance between exploration and preservation, between curiosity and caution. The mission ahead is fraught with uncertainty, but they are prepared to face whatever challenges lie ahead. The journey to the distant star system takes several years, during which the crew conducts various experiments and maintains the spacecraft. They communicate regularly with mission control on Earth, sharing updates and findings. As they approach their destination, the crew is filled with a mixture of excitement and apprehension. Upon arrival, they find a planet that bears striking similarities to Mars, with its reddish surface and barren landscape. However, there are subtle differences, structures, and signs of ancient activity that suggest a more advanced civilization once thrived here. The crew deploys rovers and drones to survey the planet, gathering data and samples for analysis. Their investigations reveal that the planet was indeed part of the same ancient civilization as the one on Mars. They discover remnants of cities, advanced technology, and records detailing the civilization's downfall. The data supports the crystal's warnings, confirming the existence of a cosmic phenomenon that periodically destroys planets and civilizations across the galaxy. The crew also uncovers evidence of a sophisticated defense mechanism, artifacts that could potentially counteract the cosmic threat. These discoveries offer a glimmer of hope, suggesting that there might be a way to protect humanity from the impending disaster. The crew returns to Earth with a wealth of knowledge and artifacts, ready to share their findings with the world. Their mission has not only expanded human understanding of the universe, but also provided potential solutions to the cosmic phenomenon. The discoveries made during Odyssey 2 inspire a new wave of scientific and technological advancements, focusing on planetary defense and the preservation of life. The crew of Odyssey 2 becomes a symbol of hope and resilience, reminding humanity of the boundless possibilities that lie beyond the stars. Their legacy endures, inspiring future generations to explore, discover, and protect the cosmos. As they reflect on their journey, the crew knows that the true adventure of space exploration is just beginning. Thank you for joining us on this epic journey. Don't forget to subscribe for more thrilling stories from beyond the stars, and let us know in the comments, what do you think the crew should explore next?